You heard the latest?
Ooh, child, I knew that was true from the moment my auntie's friend's cousin sister told me.
The talk. Here's what's trending.
In my opinion, Think Different TV's LaShia.
What's up, everyone out there? This is LaShia, creator of Think Different TV, which airs Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Think Different TV's Player Pass game show, which airs Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. And this is In My Opinion with Think Different TV's LaShia. Let's get into it. Oh, Brian thought he 8.8 with this one. In May 2025, Brian McKnight filed a defamation lawsuit against his ex-wife, Julie McKnight. The suit centered on claims made in Julie's 2023 memoir, Momma Dee, Beautifully Blended, where she allegedly portrayed Brian as an abusive husband and neglectful father. The lawsuit followed years of public tension and family disputes between the former couple. Recently, Julie McKnight failed to appear in court to defend herself against the allegations. As a result, Brian filed for a default judgment, which was granted on October 16, 2025. The court awarded Brian $8.8 million in damages and punitive compensation. McKnight celebrated the ruling with a video posted from the English countryside declaring the verdict is in and calling the book filled with lies.
It's been a long journey getting to this day, October 16th, 2025, but we are here in the English countryside about an hour and a half outside of London, and the verdict is in. We've been quiet, listening to liars continue to lie and keeping to ourselves, living and loving our life, as we said, leaving everything in God's hands and letting our lawyer do the talking. But according to the courts, trying to ruin my name and trying to bring harm to my family in a book filled with lies equals $8.8 million. And this is just the beginning, because anyone and everyone that helped promote these lies will hear from my lawyer in the days to come. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Now, from my voicemail is the voice of a liar.
Do not text Nico again. Do not call Nico again. Leilani, if you are also checking these messages, that goes for you as well. I am very serious about this. I am very serious about this. Do not text him, period. Period. Please understand that. And Brian, you know me. You know me. And you know that I mean what I'm saying to you.
The celebration coincided with the birthday of their late son, Nico, adding emotional complexity to the moment. Brian McKnight Jr. publicly criticized his father's celebratory post, calling it petty and emotionally insensitive.
I've tried, man. I've tried really, really hard to not touch on, to let it go, to be the bigger person, to be mature, to be something. But what's going on with my dad right now, man? If y'all aren't seeing what's happening, if y'all aren't seeing the fact that this is just a very hurt and a very emotionally unavailable and not intelligent person, the person that is still have not been able to handle the death of his own mother, the things that we're seeing him go through right now, to decide to make certain posts on my late brother's birthday. Say what you want, dog, but the gloves are off for me, just to keep it real. And there's and the thing about it is, it's like, I get it, man. You know, our parents, they're humans too. They've gone through things too. Whatever the grievances they have against each other, whatever. My issue is, though, man, you don't want me to start talking about the things that I had to deal with in my childhood, the things that I will take to my grave, the things that my brother took to his grave, that we could put out there, the things that we could say as a son, as a teenager, as a 15-year-old that my brother was when we started touring, the things that we went through together, the things that we actually saw, the things that we actually lived with and dealt with because our dad wasn't emotionally intelligent enough nor mature enough to actually be a father. You don't want that. And without even getting too deep, man, it's like to do it on my brother's late birthday, my baby brother's heavenly birthday, his first heavenly birthday. This is the post you decide to make? That's not petty? You don't think people are going to realize that that's ridiculous and that it's obviously strategic? Who are you trying to hurt if it's not me and my mother and our family? Who are you trying to hurt? Who are you trying to hurt, man? Which has always been my issue. Which is why way back when that started all this, I made the post that I made because I knew that this was the only thing that would get you, man. Maybe that was my fault. I've taken accountability for it. But it's become obviously clear, and maybe not even just me, and I'm hoping to the masses that we're dealing with someone that has unchecked trauma that they're not dealing with. And to everybody else, man, you know, use us as an example for the fact that it's like, don't believe everything you see in the media either. There are multiple sides of a story. There are multiple sides of it. You know what I mean? Because you love this music, because you think you know this motherfucker, you don't. I do. My mama does. My dead bro, God rest his fucking soul, knows him. Who you gonna believe, man? It's stupid. It's petty. I hate it. I hate talking about it. I hate being a part of it. It's such a shame. We watched the Jonas Brothers and their families touring the world together. Should have been us. The problem was, my dad didn't want to do it. He just wanted to biz. So in closing, man, just to keep it real, this isn't the last time I'm going to talk about this, because I've realized that maybe it's time for me to start talking about this kind of stuff. Maybe it's time for me to start not airing shit out, but being vulnerable enough and open enough as someone that has lived an insane life. I'm going to start talking about these things, man. It's unfortunate that we're going through this with my father. It's unfortunate that y'all are watching my father and my mother duke it out publicly. But what I can assure you is, though, the truth will be revealed. You'll feel it. You'll know it to be true. If you actually have a heart, if you actually have a soul, and you at the very least try, you'll see the truth.
Legal experts note that because the judgment was by default, Julie didn't appear, she may still challenge it in court. Based on reactions from the court of public opinion, doesn't look like Brian McKnight will get that Father of the Year award. And apparently, Momma Dee isn't getting Mother of the Year either. Lil Scrappy and Momma Dee recently appeared together on Nick Cannon's podcast, We Playing Spades, co-hosted by Courtney B, and they revisited a controversial moment from Scrappy's childhood. Scrappy recalled that Momma Dee invited adult strippers to his 14th birthday party. He described the experience as traumatizing, saying he was too young to process what was happening. The party was held in their neighborhood and featured grown women dancing provocatively, which Scrappy said left a lasting impression.
I was 14 or something like that, and she, so I had a full-blown party, and we in the hood, like,
right. Okay.
Full-blown, everybody came, because they, you know, we popular in the hood, you know what I mean?
And then I had the
hood, she had the, hold on, man.
Okay, go ahead, you tell me.
Man, mama said, hey, come on, let's get it started.
Blew the whistle.
Boom.
Put the girls out. How about they went and got their parents?
Yeah.
Oh,
cause we had
the little girl.
My mama had,
now the young teenager.
My mama had strippers in them.
Right. Yeah.
For my 14th birthday.
Got rid of the school girls and brought the real ladies in, the grown women.
The grown women. And everybody came back. Everybody came back to the door. All the mamas came back like, hold on.
Come get me. I stood my ground 10 toes down.
She was like, yeah, this my house though.
This my house. We're going in my house.
If you got a son in here that don't need to be in here, please take him out.
Please call him out.
But
we need to get up out of here.
Well, yeah, we gonna do.
We doing some things. You know, cause no.
And then look. And then when she left, all the girls came back, and we continued the party.
Yeah, and that's how we did.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey,
for my 14th birthday party.
That's a hell of a party.
I ain't even know that was going.
Party story.
I wasn't even looking. Bro, I wasn't even looking for nothing like that, bro. I was sitting there like the whole time, like strippers. I'm like, cause this is like when I but when I look back,
Chuck E. Cheese.
But look though, bro. I look back at it though. That was traumatizing. That was traumatizing.
After therapy.
After therapy, money, that was traumatizing.
Now wait a minute, you're in therapy.
Yeah.
So wait, are you in therapy too?
No, she not. I keep begging her to go to therapy. I keep begging her to go.
Because he wants you to work through some of the
some of the trauma. All the trauma. Like
most 14-year-olds is getting bikes or something for their birthday. You giving this.
Nothing against the LGBT community, but I just wanted him to chase and total purse. That's all I'm saying.
Momma Dee stood by her decision, saying she was 10 toes down and unapologetic. She claimed the party was meant to be celebratory and that she didn't see anything wrong with it at the time. After the interview aired, Erica Mena criticized Momma Dee's parenting. Momma Dee responded publicly, calling out Erica on social media and in follow-up interviews. She accused Erica of hypocrisy and defended her actions, saying people were unfairly judging her without understanding the full context.
Started with Erica Mena, the bitch that thinks she's better than black girls, that called Spice a name and made animal sounds with it. It's the one that led this war against me. I've never said anything about Erica. I've never, even she was friends with my ex-daughter-in-law, Bambi. I never, ever spoke an unkind word. I never got in her safari business. I never said shit. I never said nothing. But for her to jump at me at my weakest point in my life and try to come for me, that red, blinded, man-grabbing, using bitch, I said it. You can never, Erica, roll around with me, bitch. Okay? You will run out of F around with Momma Dee. You uneducated, unorthodox, pipe weighing, sucking, running around, bitch. How dare you, when it was you, as I recall, Erica, that put a ladder, and I will post it, over Safari's gate. Yeah. Climbing, scaling the wall with a because he wouldn't open the door for her. And he had another bitch in there. So what? But you gonna come at Momma Dee and tell me I'm showing my son prostitutes? Let me tell y'all something. I put my son on the football field. I made that bump heads, okay? So I taught him how to be a boy. So you got some women, oh, I don't want my son on the football field. Oh, he gonna get hurt. And then when you start wearing a skirt, then you wonder why. The people that came for me, well, her son said she was traumatized. Scrappy used the wrong word. Scrappy don't know what traumatized. Ask him to define the difference. I dare you to ask him. He don't need no definition. Hell, how many of us were traumatized when we got our ass whooped by a belt by our parents? Am I clear? Was you traumatized when they held one arm and swooped your ass with their belt? I'm traumatized. I'm still traumatized. But hell, guess what? Life moves on. Life goes on. And for people that are trying to be critical, that did not give me 5 cents for my kids, never stayed up at night and took them to the emergency room. How dare you? How dare you say anything about Momma Dee and my son? Scrappy said, he was like, I said, Scrappy, what you mean by traumatized? He said, Mom, I just believe you would bring dancers in my I say 15, but you gonna stick with his 14, into my birthday party. Yeah, because I teached him how to be a boy. A boy. I wanted a boy. Okay? I have a shout out to my LGBTQ plus family. My grandson is gay. I love him dearly. But that's his life. And he know he's loved. We support him and we guide him straight. Don't mess with all these young men. You don't know what they got. We do that and we tell them, now go out into the world. So we tell them, we teach them. That's how we do. We don't put them down.
In my opinion, Momma Dee participated in the grooming of her child. Yes, I said it. And she is disgusting for doing so. This situation really burned me up because if you read between the lines, she assumed because she was a single mother raising her son, somehow he was going to be feminine. So she was never nurturing to Scrappy. It was always toughen him up. He has to be a boy. Part of being a boy is liking girls, but Momma Dee is not going to let him go at his own pace. Oh no, she has to force feed him grown women at a young age. What's really sad is that when Scrappy said he was traumatized, it was just brushed off. Like, how could you be traumatized by boobs and booty? Easily. He didn't want that. Scrap wanted a normal birthday party with his friends and cake. Actual birthday cake with candles. SA of a minor is SA of a minor. It seems like society says that is only the case when it's a man and a little girl, but not a woman and a little boy. That needs to change. Overexposing your child to sex is SA as well. Showing them images, videos, and having strippers show up to your teenage son's party, it's all the same. And the strippers that showed up, they were trash too. Not all money is good money. How Scrappy is in his relationships is a direct result of her so-called parenting. Also, her mentioning Erica Mena is just to deflect from how much of a horrible mother she was and is to this day. A real BICTH, if you know what I mean. And lump Brian McKnight right in there. Let's be clear. He was awarded the money, but he hasn't received the money. And he shouldn't. You know, I've come to learn a lot of things about this man that I never wanted to know. As a once diehard fan, it hurts to see how much of a cornball he's become. Classless is another word. It has to be hard saying you're not a horrible human being when your actions keep showing you are. Brian, my dear, you are a walking, talking contradiction. Every time you make a video discussing your personal matters and or your side, it comes off manipulative and disingenuous. Brian already disowned his children and mistreated his ex-wife publicly. What could she have possibly said in her book that would defame him? One might ask. Is he hinging on the alleged abuse? If so, how did that damage his reputation and to the tune of $8.8 million? Who was the judge? Need not to have a gavel nor a robe, okay? To announce this on the day of his late son Nico's birthday is despicable in and of itself. Out of Momma Dee and Brian McKnight, I honestly don't know who the worst parent is. Maybe y'all can help me out in the comments, but I feel in my heart it's a draw. And that was, in my opinion, with Think Different TV's LaShia. What's yours?